name has changed. Good. Hello, this is Public Access Test Pattern, and we are on episode 23, probably coming up on the end soon. So we'll see how it goes. We have Billy back with us today. That's great. What do we have here? Let's do a recap. Maybe with a recap over here. There. So, a lot happened last week. So last week we started out with Parker and Erica going out to Starlight Kingdom. Checked out Paul Grieco's trailer, and it was all barred up. So Erica went through the skylight. Was it Erica or Parker that went through the skylight? I think it was Parker.
Parker gave Erica a boost.
That's right. That's right. I knew you were there somewhere. Got into the skylight without too much trouble. They had a lot of articles and conspiracy stuff posted up on there, and a bunch of frequency related graffiti, just like it was outside. And in the investigation, you also found a hanging cactus that had gotten all spindly as it had grown in zero-G. Outside, y'all ran into Sam, the graduate student or community college student who was doing surveying for the class. Basically just got a lot of animal facts from them. It was pretty fun. Then y'all went out to check out the quote unquote corn maze in the crater over there. There was a pit in the middle that was covered by construction equipment and a tarp and stuff, and decided to investigate. There was one of those big like spiral ramps that went down into it, and it took a little while. It was dark, and got to the bottom. Don't know how long it took, but there is a Blockbuster video at the bottom of that pit. Yeah, had some Jurassic Park standees and whatnot. Parker went in, and there's a PlayStation inside they really wanted because they didn't have one as a kid. And they ran into Doris, who used to run an animal shelter, used to ride a cool motorcycle, but that was when Erica was a kid, and they haven't changed how they look. There was some cool stone church doors in the back that Doris said she came through. She was trying to find a movie. Erica tried to get them out of there, but Doris was like, I haven't picked a movie yet. And as you turn to go, there's dudes with flashlights and equipment coming down the ramp, and basically it was the feds from ET, and they set up the plastic enclosure around the Blockbuster video and did that whole rigmarole. Erica's having none of it, slid open the plastic and just got out of there. Oh yeah, and they'd spent a few hours down there probably, and only a few minutes had passed. Themes. So we got back to the house, checked in with Casey and Randy, had some coffee and orange juice. Randy was ready to nunchuck whatever was in the time pit, and Parker brought back the PlayStation, which is fun. We all went onto the porch to theorize a little bit. Decided that the aliens were trying to trap people or something with the time distortion that was going on, and they were using the frequency to do so. And so we went back to the Ark to take care of it that night. Narwhal Messiah, Psychic Narwhal Messiah was in the midst of recording their video. Splice was on camera, walking around. Everything was all in full gear. And Erica tried to shut it down, pulling the sheriff's badge. Since they were not in Deep Lake, they did not listen. And they said they had permits and stuff because they are, at the end of the day, Bay Area tech bros probably that went through the proper channels to be subversive like they do. But eventually Erica got Casey to help talk them out of there. Casey took Sparkle Raptor off for a little bit while everyone kind of did their thing there, and Ash was helping out them contact the aliens. So started plugging the frequencies into the synth and some of the aliens, third Close Encounters of the Third Kind style. Some pillars popped up to meet them. Everything is lit up. Frequencies going. Everyone's losing their shit. He pulled in Erica's demo tape to communicate with them. That was cool. And then there's a spotlight came on. Doris showed up in the middle because we had the aliens. We rolled well to have the aliens show up, not as terrible monsters. And they had a polite little talk. Everyone kind of saw their own version. Erica saw Doris, Parker saw the librarian, I think. Randy saw Father Lopez. But the upshot was they were hanging out trying to keep people safe from whatever was in the pit there, and had not left because Paul Grieco summoned them there, called them there, and no one told them to leave. So you told them to leave, and they did. Asked them a little bit about the big man hungers, all that stuff, and they're just like, we're just on a road trip, man. We don't we have a cool spaceship and we're aliens, but we don't know any of your wacky interdimensional stuff. Good luck. And a couple of the psychic narwhals went up with them. They offered to take you with them since it's so weird and bad down here, but y'all got a job to do. And track down Casey and Sparkle. Sparkle was very responsible with what they were doing with Casey, and everyone went home, and that is what happened last time. And I think we are back to we did our dawn stuff, right? So we're back to day mode, and Michael slept through all this apparently.
He's been sick, don't you know?
Yeah. Awesome. So currently we only have one mystery left, which is the TV Odyssey mystery, complexity 6. And the question is, how can we plug the hole so the hungers don't all come through by putting the TV Odyssey station back the way it was? And we have 2 clues on the way to that. So everyone is safe and sound back home, and the day is yours. What would you like to do?
Excuse me. I'd like to start the day clearing my last lingering condition. It's time to get rid of that one. I haven't done anything fun with it, so it's time for it to go.
Nice. Who would you like to have a nostalgic scene with?
Either volunteer or I'll pick someone.
You can do it with Michael. That sounds good to me.
Okay.
I also have a condition that I would like to get rid of.
Ravenous.
All right.
Have at it.
Morning time for coffee and food, and Erica's sitting at the kitchen table playing with this weird little piece of rock from potentially the alien spaceship. It's hard to tell. I'm gonna say she lifted it from Paul Greco's trailer, was where it came from.
Mhm.
And she's it's just kind of getting it to change color real slow, like a mood ring. And she's just kind of there, staring at, like, concentrating really hard, trying to make it do different things, but all it's given is the dark purple. It's kind of like, just looking like, is it broken?
Yeah, I think that if it was a camera, it would kind of focus in on the rock that Erica's messing with, and then that breaks the music. You just hear, like, what are you up to? And it's Michael over your shoulder, like just standing there eating a donut and drinking. What are you doing with that?
How does Michael feel right now? Like, one word, happy, sad, whatever you get from a mood ring.
Sorry. I think he secretly feels sad, I think.
All right. No, the little piece of rock is still, that dark purplish blue. yeah, I just turn over my fingers a little bit more and look up with a bit of a start and say, well, I think my stupid alien space rock doesn't work. Just my luck. I'm sorry, what was the question?
Oh, I'm just wondering what you're up to. And he's like, I guess it'd be more like, oh, I'm just wondering what you're doing.
uh, yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to make my alien space rock work. Anyways, whatever, it's fine, man. Like, how are you doing? You slept a lot yesterday.
Yeah, that cough was in character. I think that yeah, he's a little raspy, but he tries to present himself as okay. He, I don't know if I caught something when I went to Public Works the other day looking for that stupid architecture thing or what, but sorry I didn't join you guys. I was kind of out of it.
I mean, I am kind of sad that you missed the aliens, but also kind of not, because honestly, it was really freaky and not in the fun, happy way. But hey, I mean, if you'd have come and you had a cough and you were sick, you might have given them like some kind of, common cold and wiped out their entire civilization. So it's probably for the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought of as you were mentioning aliens. I think I probably could have killed him by giving him something. So I'm
Yeah.
glad that I wasn't there. But it does suck because, I've always wanted to see aliens.
I mean, the alien looked like Doris from the animal shelter, so that was weird. I don't think I really saw, didn't really see an alien in that respect, but whatever. It's fun. It's cool. Who doesn't love alien encounters? Am I right? And as she's playing with this little chunk of rock, hoodie, the hoodie sleeve slips down, and her hand, her arm, like from the wrist down, is still all like that, almost gangrenous from where Gary grabbed her.
Yeah.
And she goes, all right.
Well, I mean, they could have been like big scary clowns, you know what I'm saying? So at least they weren't like killer clowns,
Killer clowns from outer space. Oh my God, you did not just do that, but you did.
I did.
Okay.
I did
You know
that.
what? You know what? I'm here for it.
All I'm saying is it could have been worse. That's all I mean.
But were you ever actually scared of clowns when you were a kid? I mean, like, everyone talks about it like it's just some kind of thing, but like, I've never met anyone who was actually scared of clowns.
I don't think I had the phobia, but like Tim Curry kind of got to me a little bit when I was a kid. I maybe watched that the TV movie for it like a little too early. I don't believe that you can watch horror stuff too early, but some people believe that. Maybe there's some stuff there in the background, That's for the therapist, I suppose.
Yeah. Oh man. Like, did you ever go to that weird festival downtown when you were little? Did your parents ever take you to that? Like,
My dad took me once. I don't even remember really like what we did. I don't even know if we had money. Like I think we could get in, but I don't know if we could do anything. You know what I mean?
I mean, there wasn't that much to do, right? No, I just remember one time there were these, they did have some clowns, it's easy, clowns juggle, everyone loves it. And oh man, one of the clowns started like miming at the crowd, asking people to come, come on, be part of the act. And I was just like, I don't know, I was like 8 or 9, and I was just like, hell yeah, I'm part of the act. I guess I had it from a young age. Long story short, I decided to try to juggle like the bowling pins. Tripped over the clown's tiny bicycle, fell flat on my face, and broke my wrist. And it seems like it's just an unlucky one. Just kind of
Yeah,
scratching
I'll
at.
say.
Yeah, little gift left over from old Gary.
Well, hopefully that's the last thing you got to deal with. Listen, do you want the rest of this donut? I've eaten like 4 of them, and I don't think I can finish the 5th one.
I would love a donut right now. And you see the mood ring is starting to get a little bit orange. Mood ring, mood rock. Yeah. Dude, I would love a donut so much.
Yeah, he'll hand you like half a maple bar.
And well, cheers. Here's to more donuts, less hungers, less alien abductions, less time pets.
Yeah, it's and he says it like he's playfully being sarcastic, but he says it's all uphill from here.
I think that's scene.
Awesome. Love it. What's Parker up to?
I want to say that Parker just woke up late and is coming in after this scene. So they're just like, oh, donuts. Is there any
Oh
donuts?
yeah, sorry. So there's some.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so now we're just all eating donuts.
Nice. So, what are we investigating today?
Well, first, I'm going to clear my condition. Let's resolve that real quick.
Let's get you another clue too.
Oh,
Which one of you do you feel like was not being nostalgic? I think Michael probably.
Yeah, I suppose she's kind of in the lead on that. So is that me? That's
yeah.
me that stumbles on a clue, right?
That's you
Or-
that's stumbling upon a clue. Yeah.
Okay. If anything jumps to somebody's mind, I was thinking that oh man, so last time when he found the architectural plans, when he went to like Public Works building, basically,
Mhm.
I think that he might have compartmentalized it, like he didn't notice it,
Mhm.
but he saw one of the
Oh.
kids from Blam. Do you have an idea? Please do. If
I've
you have.
had an idea. I want to
Yeah.
throw it in there.
Yeah,
Um,
totally, please.
Okay. This would have to be like you just saw it like at the corner of your eye or something. I want it to be like a person with like a blank face, but they're wearing like a black turtleneck and like headset,
Mm.
carrying like a clipboard, sort of like a PA. And
Yeah.
they're just like wandering around somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I think Michael didn't clock him because he looks like he should be there. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Turtleneck,
Mhm.
headphones. He's busy. He's a busy guy. But thinking back on it, he's not sure if he's tricking himself or if he actually saw it.
And you saw that like
yeah.
around the public records office.
Yeah. Either it could be outside, inside. I was thinking
Yeah.
like maybe it was following him. Maybe it was already there because he knew he was going to be there.
Love it. Faceless turtleneck PA with
God.
clipboard.
Having
Fantastic.
having worked on a lot of sets, I love the image of Slenderman PA so much. Oh yeah, amazing. Well, Erica's kind of cleaning off the last of the icing off her fingers, or what I guess you guys call it frosting. The goes, well, so what are we gonna do about plugging this hole in reality? What?
I mean, Michael was able to find blueprints, so I guess we need to find and you said that you knew someone that said that they had an uncle that worked there. So obviously people like worked there. So it couldn't have just been one guy. So maybe we can find other people that work there, or we can find the building. Something like that.
I bet we could find more people who work there. Yeah, I mean, we've made enough connections around town, right? And I can get a few more places now because of stupid thing. You just kind of flicks at her at the sheriff badge on the table.
Yeah, we already shut down one TV station. Let's do another one. Let's open another one up, I guess.
Yeah, if there's another station, there's a good chance somebody jumped businesses instead of careers. You know what I mean? They could have worked
Ooh.
at TV Odyssey and moved to a different one.
All right. Well, yeah, it's you kind of gets a little start scratching on the scratch pad. Okay, let's make a list of TV stations in town. Someone who worked for a station might have also gone into something like advertising or local theater or something.
I think Channel 3 is probably the only station in town,
Mhm.
but there might be others in La Fresca, a bigger town.
I do
I
have
mean-
a little bit of a mechanical question.
Yeah.
Do we get a mystery key for TV Odyssey?
Oh, I don't think you do. I'm pretty sure you don't.
Okay, I was only
Wow.
curious because I figured
Yeah.
it didn't come with one, but I wasn't sure.
I think I just recently read like explicitly it says there's no key.
Meow. Right.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I have one
indeed.
key of the child left before I am chromatic deserted.
Ooh.
Well, we'll see
And
what
you
we
have
can
that-
do.
That coin, right?
Oh, that's right.
Oh
you have
yeah,
the
you got
coin.
the one up. Yeah, there's no
Yeah,
key
you
for
have
the
a one
TV
up.
Odyssey mystery. So
Yeah, I do
Right.
have to be forgotten and then die, and then I can come back, I think.
Oh, okay.
If it comes to key turning, but I guess so Mark, here, I'll ask you this. If
Yeah.
I straight up just screw a roll and would die,
Mhm.
would that save me from death, like physical death? Or is it only if I
Huh.
marked a pure white signal?
Let me see what it says again. That was from Zagreus, right?
I believe so, yeah. I'm guessing it's only if the pure white signal gets marked.
Let's see. RK token, if you are ever forced to mark the pure white signal. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think just straight up getting hit by a train is not gonna not
Well,
gonna be any good.
it was worth I was trying to angle it, but it was worth a try.
You're just gonna have to use an item for every roll, I guess.
Yes.
Well, thankfully, I just took an advancement that gave me all of these items back.
All
There
the
you
items.
go. All
Look what you
right.
got 'em.
So, okay, so last time we went to Channel 3, it was infested by the Whisper, but okay, so in world, has Channel 3 been active again, back to
Yeah.
normal on the air?
Yeah, it seems pretty normal. I mean, as normal
And-
as a Deep Lake TV station is gonna be.
I think Erica doesn't love the idea of having to go back there because of what happened last time, and also the fact that there were no answers for her. It's a sore spot. I don't think she wants to go back to Station 3, but be like, hey, I mean, the only other leads I can think of are like ad agency and and the local theater, right? So I think I'm done. I think I'm ready to take a little break from creative collectives after Psychic Narwhal Messiah. So why don't I try the ad agency, I guess.
Yeah, I'm willing to go to Channel 3. Parker, if you want to go.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Also, so some of the Odyssey tapes were shot, like a lot of them were shot in TV Odyssey, right? It's kind of like
Yeah.
the whole bit, but some were shot around town at certain points, or maybe
Yeah,
in
like
nearby
at
towns.
people's houses or yeah.
Because I was like, if I could identify like landmarks inside the tapes, and I would really like to take my camera and go down there and kind of like try to record something or see if something happens.
Let's see which was in this scene here. Happy Jack was in someone's basement.
Mm.
Oh, my video beat was just music videos.
Mhm.
There was the Static Woman was on the street. There was the Starlight Kingdom one.
Yeah, because
Um,
now they're all
yeah.
the people in them are gone, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
you really like look for landmarks a lot easier if there's no people in front of me.
Yeah, I mean, the Starlight Kingdom one definitely. You know where that is.
But first, we can go to
Yeah.
the TV station, Parker, if you would like to
Yeah.
do so.
Sure.
And Erica's gonna look for a ad agency or marketing firm or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna look for a marketing firm.
Let's see. What's that? Yeah. Yeah. So there is one in La Fresca. Again, not super big, but it exists. It's the actually let me get it differently. Sorry. Oh, I had a really good one. I can't remember what it was. um yeah, it's the um Carter Online Marketing. It's not a big enough market to have like print and radio necessarily, but they do. You find them by looking them up online, and they have a pretty strong presence in 2004 to do like they're building people's websites and stuff like that.
All right.
But since it's closer, let's if you want to head out there, let's check out channel 3. And I'm looking for my notes here. When we left channel 3, that was we had the empty parking lot, looked at the window, headed inside, there's a cubicle far. Oh, right, yeah. Great. Cool. Yeah. So you get to channel 3, and it's early morning. There are a few more cars in the parking lot than there were before. And you actually do see people coming in and out the front door every once in a while. It seems to be a more it seems to be more active, I guess, like an actual TV station instead of what was happening before with the Whisper. What would you like to do?
Okay, so this place was a little bit dangerous last time you guys came here, right?
I mean, it was dangerous whenever we like were in there, but then it got like weirdly normal at the end. So maybe it's just normal now. I mean, there's like people here, and last time there weren't, so they don't look
Always a good sign.
weird. So I think we'll be okay.
I think we'll be okay. So should we try to be like official? Like, I need to see some employment records. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. What are we thinking?
Hmm.
Do you need your clipboard again, or?
I always have my clipboard on me. Oh, right. I had an idea. This reminds me of my custom move. I couldn't think of a good name for it. But it's basically like the one from Brindlewood Bay, which is like you're really good at pretending to be people that you aren't.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so you can get advantage whenever you're in disguise.
Right. Maybe a good one for that. Yeah, I'm not sure what a good name for that would be.
I'll have to think on it or
But yeah.
ask
What-
for
what-
help later.
What TV character was good at disguises in 2004?
mean,
In
classic
04? Ooh.
movies for our generation would have been things like Master of Disguise and Face Off.
Face
Oh, Face Off, 100%.
Yeah, Face Off is great. Let's do
Or
that.
the Saint,
Oh yeah,
you know,
yeah.
who's always going through. So like, yeah, Simon Templar there, yeah.
Or
As
even, I
long
guess,
as you
the
do your
Mission
Nick
Impossible.
Cage impression while
We'll
you
come
talk
up
to
with
people.
we'll come up with something
Cool.
by the end of
I
the
love
night.
Face Off. It's great. Yeah. So what do you want to do with that?
I guess I do want to, it's a TV station. I guess we could do like employee records or just say like, hey, I'd like to either interview for a job here, as I always do, just get more jobs. Or maybe we're writing a paper. Which one sounds better?
I mean, writing a paper is good. They can just say they're not hiring, right? So
Yeah.
that's kind of an instant out. The writing a paper might be good. You know, it makes people feel important. They want to kind of spill some stuff. You know what I mean?
Cool. So we're both from I think you had mentioned Degoya County College or whatever last time. So
Yeah.
we're from there.
Awesome.
DCC.
Yes.
All right. We got our cover story.
This is going to work.
Nice. Yeah, so you go in the front door, there's a reception desk. Parker, I think you recognize the person at the front desk. And this is Lacey, the office manager, who you had some encounters with last time. But she seems pleasant and normal. And when she sees you come in, she doesn't really seem to acknowledge that you know each other. Whether she recognizes you or not, it's been a little while. Yeah, and she just looks at the two of you and says, "Oh, welcome to Channel 3. How can I help?"
Hey, Mark.
Yeah,
I've never been here before.
yeah, you've never been there
So
before.
can I ask you what is about to happen with my site being on site?
Yes, you can. What is about to happen is, I mean, I think it's not a thing, but I think what you expect to happen is going to be more normal than you expect it to be.
Okay.
And what's going to happen is Lacey's going to be a normal fucking person.
Ooh, we are lucky today. And I won't even ask why. Kind of makes sense. So perfect. Well, I don't get a chill up my spine, so that's a great starting point for us when we go into buildings these days.
Yeah, so how can I help you?
Hi, good morning. We're from Degoya County Community College, and we're writing a paper. We're hoping to be in advertising.
Oh, okay.
Is there someone I can talk to, or do you mind if I ask a couple questions? Is there like a manager type?
Yeah, of course. We can have you talk to the program director, I guess. They're not busy. We're just starting our broadcasting day, so everything's pretty much running on the rails now until the news at noon. So yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your help.
And Parker, you remember the program manager last time was Gordon, who
did he die?
He
Yeah.
he collapsed, presumably dead after calling Erica Ellie.
He crumbled to dust, yo.
Oh, he crumbled to dust. That's right. I thought he just passed out. No, he crumbled.
Still
to dust.
presumably dead, though.
Still presumably dead. Yeah. So Lacey's like, oh yeah, let me just buzz them, and please feel free to take a seat. Grab a coffee if you like. They'll be right out.
Okay, so far you're nailing it. This is perfect.
Thank you.
Now I don't. Should we ankle for like the production side, or more like the the ins and outs of people management in places like this?
I guess we could be like, yeah, people management. Like, what kind of people do you hire? Oh, maybe it can be like, is there competition? Do you ever do public access stuff and then weave in TV Odyssey.
That's a great idea.
Excellent. And after a few moments, a woman comes out. She looks like a smart 90s businesswoman, kind of. It's not a really like weird drastic change of like style, but she does seem like kind of looks like what movie was that? Like Sigourney Weaver in some movie that's not Alien in the 90s.
Dave.
I can only think of Saturday Night Live, but yeah, so
Dave.
basically Dave. Yeah. And just see like has a broad smile on and comes out and puts her hand out to Parker and says, hi, I'm Marley Gilman. I'm the program director here. I heard you had some questions for me. How are you doing today?
Good.
Lacey, take care of everything you need? Coffee? Can I
yeah.
get you a drink, anything?
No, thank you so much. Thanks for meeting with us. We didn't
Mhm.
make an appointment. I appreciate that.
Oh, that's fine.
Sure. So yeah, this is my fellow classmate. Yeah, so we're just doing a paper and we're trying to understand,
Oh, I'm sorry, what was your name?
Parker.
Oh,
Are you sure?
Yeah. And I'm Bradley, and I stick my hand out.
Bradley, nice to meet you. So you're here from DC3?
Yeah, DC3. That's right.
Great. Well, it's always great to see up and comers here. It's a pretty it's I would say underserved market, but we're doing our best here. So yeah, come on back to my office. We can have a little chat.
Sure, thanks.
Yeah, just follow me. And she leads you into the building. Let's check back with Erica. You were driving out to Carter Online Marketing
Yeah.
in La Fresca.
In the Fresca.
It's a drive. It's not too long of a drive,
Yeah.
but there's a small beige office park, not on the edge of town, but not in the center of town either.
Right.
If La Fresca was big enough to have suburbs, that's kind of what it would in that area. It is not. And it's kind of like in a like a rectangular brick of a one of those sort of like light brown, dusty brown brick buildings. And you can see it's got just the glass doors with the names sort of stenciled on them. There's like a apartment finders, there's a pet washing service, and things of that caliber. And there is one door in the middle there that just has in kind of like the a little bit too computery sort of sensory is probably just like courier, just says Carter Online Marketing with like a little computer and a mouse coming off of it, like super cheeso. It was probably cutting edge in the last decade, but
Yeah.
now it's a little bit dated. And you can go right in if you like.
All right. Okay, Erica. You got this. Remember, it could always be worse. You could be working here at a random business brick. All right, girl, you got this. In I go.
Yeah. And it is a narrow office. It's like, I don't know, maybe just a dozen feet across, and it's got a few desks pushed up against the walls. There's not much in the way of furniture. It's got that sort of musty, a little bit moldy maybe smell. Like the air conditioning doesn't work super great, and when it does, it drips. And there's just one guy in it, kind of hunched over a beige PC about halfway down the room, and he kind of starts and looks up. He is just absurdly average looking. He's got like a Java t-shirt on, beige cargo shorts, and seems a little a little sweaty. It is a little warmer in here than I think it should be if the air conditioning was working. He kind of like stands up and says, "Oh," and fumbles a little bit, trying to push himself out. Like, "Oh, hi. I'm sorry. Did we have an appointment?" And he like clicks over his. No, he has a PDA. He's like, "I don't see anything on the schedule. I'm sorry. How can I help you? Walk-ins are fine. Great. Hi.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't know I needed an appointment. Is this, I'm sorry, what was the name of the business? What online marketing?
Carter Online Marketing.
Like, is this Carter Online Marketing?
Yep, we put the com in your .com, I guess. Still
Who
working on that marketing
is
stuff.
are you the only we?
I am the only person working here at present. We have there used to be a few more, but we have we mostly work on well, I do most of the work myself and offload any work that doesn't need a lot of detail to offshore contractors. So I'm the only one
Oh.
here in La Fresca, though, and are you here for a job? Is
No, don't worry. It's nothing like that. No, hi, I'm Erica. I'm
okay, Andy.
from Andy. Hi, Andy. I'm from Deep Lake.
Oh,
Kind of. Anyways, long story.
what are you doing
Okay.
here? Not that I mean,
Well,
sorry,
yeah.
it's been a long morning, week.
That's okay. I ask myself why I came back to Deep Lake all the time. But, a couple months ago when I first, got back into town, I was looking to make a little bit of a just like, man on the street kind of documentary about the place, just doing a project for school, processing some stuff in the process.
Oh, about Deep
And
Lake?
yeah.
Cool. What I mean, I'm not sure what I can help you with, but like, and he seems to have an idea of what it is about, and he's just kind of like probing, just like what's so special about Deep Lake?
I mean, special is an interesting word. Look, I'm just trying to track down, I was wondering if one of the people who worked here, might have previously worked at the old TV Odyssey station.
TV Odyssey.
I'm looking for the person who, after it shut down, I guess, people must have gone somewhere, right? It's a small town, you don't get too far. And there was that jingle, that amazing jingle for the Pancake Cave that they did that promo with the station about how, like, you go to get your Happy Jacks, Flapjack snacks at the Pancake Cave or whatever. Do you know that?
What? Wow, that sounds cool. Have you seen it recently?
Seen what recently? The Pancake Cave?
The jingle. Is there a commercial with the jingle?
I haven't seen the jingle in a lot of years, no. But I
Oh,
was,
okay.
I mean, I was hoping to get a lead on the person who wrote it, hoping they were still, working in marketing and
Oh,
stuff.
wow.
But I mean, if
I
it's
mean,
a dead end, I'm so sorry I bothered
yeah,
you.
we don't do a lot of TV stuff. I mean, Will was my partner for a while. He's from Deep Lake, but he hasn't been around in years. You so you grew up there?
Yeah, yep, afraid so.
And you were there when TV Aussie was around?
Yeah, I was about 11 when it went off the air.
Cool. And you've just been here the whole time?
No,
Oh, I'm sorry. Did
no,
I ask your name? I'm Andy. And like he like he's got the only rolling chair in the office, but they're like just standard, like it looks like chairs that would have been in the reception area if there was one. He like takes a stack of printer papers off of one and kind of moves it over towards you. So I'm so sorry. Yeah, please
No,
have a seat.
It's fine, it's fine.
Yeah, Erica, great to meet you.
Yeah. No, I left Deep Lake in, oh God, like I left in like 99. Anyway, I've been at West for a while. Anyways, look, I was just really hoping to find some people who used to work at the station. It's kind of important they speak with them, but I mean, uh if there's no one here, I'm so sorry I wasted your time. I'll just,
Yeah, but you remember TV Odyssey.
yeah, everyone remembers TV Odyssey.
I mean, but like you know about the fire, right? About how it burned down.
Everyone where are you from?
I'm from Los Alamos. I moved down here like maybe like 6 or 7 years ago, 7, 8. I don't
Oh,
know,
oh,
it seems
oh
like it's a
God, yeah.
while.
I mean,
But Will grew up here and he told me all about it.
yeah,
So
and everyone knows about the fire.
but you remember the fire.
Yeah. What's wrong?
Oh, I was just
Talk to
hoping
me,
that,
Andy.
I mean, some people remember it differently. I was just hoping that maybe, anyway, I'm sorry to bother you. It's
What do
weird.
you, no. Hey, talk to me. I love to hear this stuff. You don't mind if I pull out one of those little Sony recorders.
Oh, no, that's cool. Where'd you get that?
Uh,
I would
I
love to be able to get one of those. Those are really
got
neat.
it at Radio Shack in the mall a few weeks ago. They they've been closed for a bit. I got it before they closed.
That's cool
Look,
though.
no, seriously, like Andy, talk to me.
So you remember it burning down.
I remember it burning down.
So Will, my partner,
Yeah.
former partner, he remembers it differently. I don't know anything
Was
about it. I just know what he told me. I mean, I know a little bit about stuff. Do you go online a lot?
no, my friend does, but what will
Cool.
tell you?
Um, I mean, pretty much everyone I ask says that it burned down, which seems like a normal thing to do. Will said it just disappeared. He actually let me get a meddling roll from you.
Yeah.
Meddling.
Yeah, let's do a melting roll.
Let's do it with what do you feel like that would be with? Maybe presence, I
I
think.
think at this point it's presence because we're just
Yeah.
shooting the shit.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's a friendly conversation. Is Andy a dweeb for the purpose of thinking I'm a righteous dude?
Wow. Is he a dweeb?
Yeah.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Is Andy a dweeb?
Is
Yes.
Andy a dweeb? It's a valid question. Oh, poor Andy.
It's a mechanical question. Andy is a
It's a
dweeb.
mechanic.
Yes.
I got no issue with average looking dweebs. All right, here we go. That is a
Ooh,
9.
doggy. That's an
And
11.
that's an 11. No, I
Yeah.
plugged in the +2. Oh, hey, there we
Yeah, there you
go.
go.
For shits and giggles, because the thing senses people's feelings, even though I'm not using it on the roll, what color is Erica's mood rock right now?
It is it's like a muddy yellow,
Okay, all right.
like almost like a mustard color.
Yeah,
Um,
I assume we're
cool.
going off of standard mood ring.
I don't know standard mood ring. I'm just going by vibes.
Okay, sure. I don't know what yellow vibes mean if they're that, but anyways.
Yeah. So he find an additional clue even on this. Great.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get 2 clues off of this. So yeah, I'm not gonna put that one here. Yeah, so he says Will interned with them for a little bit, doing their flyers and stuff. He was just out of college. I think it was unpaid. So I don't know if if he wasn't really involved with like the broadcasting or any of that stuff. So like he didn't have any like super deep knowledge or anything,
Yeah.
but he was in the building for meetings and stuff, and he says that it just disappeared, which sounds crazy to me. So I did a little bit of digging, and it sounds like there are other people who also think that. And I don't know what to think. People online say a lot of things. Did you know that, I don't know, have you seen any, he left this, hang on a second. And there's no like rooms in this. It's just like one big long room.
Yeah.
It kind of like, it's like, goes 40-ish feet back. It's a 12 by 40 room. And there's like a desk that has like a coffee machine and a microwave on it. And there are just like banker's boxes underneath with just a bunch of stuff in them. And he goes back and digs through it for a little while. And he comes back with an Odyssey tape case. And he says, have you ever seen one of these before?
Is there a tape in there?
I wish. No. Will said that this is from the station. I don't know if he stole it or what, but this is something from the station that he says is disappeared and gone now.
Out of character, is the
Which is
tape
weird.
is the case labeled?
Yes, it is.
Mm.
And it's labeled 027 Dear Diary dash pure white question mark.
Yeah, Andy, I've seen these before.
Yeah, and that's
do
when
you know
your
what
first
happened
clue
to
is an empty TV Odyssey.
do you know what happened to the tape?
I don't know. He didn't have his hands up, but these guys I've been talking to online say that there are a bunch of them out there. And if you can track one down, like it's super freaky. Like it's like The Ring stuff. It's like sometimes they talk to you, sometimes they like show you creepy stuff about yourself. I don't believe it. It's so weird sounding, but man, if you ever see something like this, let me he like goes through a like a little he's got a little shoebox of stuff like, I've got a business card. If you ever come across something like that, let me know. But I mean, I'm sorry, I just get excited that we don't not a lot of people come in here these days. So I'm just kind of excited.
I've come across a lot of what
you
no,
keep going.
Keep going.
I was just I'm just boring you. This is stupid.
No, this is actually super important. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of them. Look,
wait.
You've
seen a bunch of them? You've seen a bunch of them?
Andy, I need to find Will.
Well, this is really
ASAP.
important. Like, what's on you? Do you have them? Have you just watched them? Like I mean, people try to put them online and they just don't work online. So you actually had a tape?
You have to watch them on the tape. Yes. Look.
So it's real.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And he like slumped back in his chair.
Oh,
it's real.
Andy.
Real. Oh my God. What?
Listen to me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just settle down. It's really important that you don't ask me more about it, because every time someone does, they like just go nuts and get mad at me and blame me for ruining their lives, and I'm really over it. So
there's not a lot
Andy,
you could do to my life.
seriously,
I'll tell you that much.
I need you to get me in touch with Will ASAP. It is super important. And after you do, go home to Los Alamos for a few days.
So here's the thing. Will doesn't have a phone number. And he doesn't have an address. And he doesn't have a family or friends or anyone else that knows him but me. And I have some of his stuff. He was here. I know he was here. But
Okay.
I called his references that he put on his resume. I still have his resume. They don't remember him. I feel like I'm the butt of a huge joke or something. Like he showed up and hung out with me for 5 years and then disappeared and told everyone that he knew, or maybe he gave me fake references. I don't know. But like even the guys we used to hang out at the pool place, like they don't remember him at all.
But you remember him.
Yeah,
No one else does.
no one else will admit to it. I feel like I don't know why they would fuck with me like that, but it sucks.
They're not. I don't think they're fucking with you, Andy. I need you to come back to Deep Lake with me right now. And I'm so sorry about this. I need to show you an Odyssey tape, and you need to tell me if Will's on it.
You still have it? You still have it?
Yeah, I have a bunch. Like, no, like seriously, man.
You're not, are you fucking with me too? Because this isn't funny.
I'm really fucking tired of explaining to people that I'm not fucking with them, Andy. Please come with me. It'll just take an afternoon. I'll drive you back.
Yeah, I've got nothing. I mean, I can drive, I'll follow you, but
Yeah, cool. And you know,
I don't want to
give
just get in
you
some random person's car. That's sorry.
Yeah, I sure that I just look at myself where, you know, Erica's like 5'2", you know, 100 pounds soaking wet, and just be like, all right, I mean, whatever. Okay, yeah, follow, here's the address. If we get separated, come back. I need you to come back with me right away. We need to find Will. And if you're the only one who can remember him, you're the only one who can find him.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, let me just shut down the message boards here.
Yeah.
This is yeah, I was just fucking with people online. I was thinking about leaving anyway. It's kind of dead now, but yeah, cool. I'll meet you there. Give me the address.
Yeah, here's the address. One of my friends got forgotten for a bit, so I don't think you're crazy, and I'm not fucking with you. I'll see you at the house.
Okay.
Okay.
And as you go out, the sun catches the glass door. This is not a clean place. It's not filthy, but like I don't think he's hired a cleaning crew, and I don't think the property takes care of anything. So the door is pretty dirty. You swear, like as you swing it open, like the dust, dirt, smudges and stuff, like just comes into sharp focus and looks like a face. You don't recognize it, which just sometimes things look like faces. As you kind of like move it as it opens, it seems like it's moving, like the eyes open too wide, and the mouth distends as well. And that's your second clue: a smudge on the glass door that looks like a face, maybe moving.
All right. Cool.
Awesome. Andy Carter, great. So back to channel 3. Not Doris, Marley. Marley takes you back to her office. It seems like a normal size for the building to be, for the building size it is. And she leads you, it's kind of in the back corner office, near by what looks like the the broadcast slash editing bay. It's not huge, but it's comfortable. And she invites you to sit down. And she cracks a window. She like opens a window. It's the air conditioning's blasting, but it's still it's August, late August, so it's still pretty hot. And she pulls a pack of cigarettes out of the drawer of her desk, and she says, "Do you mind? I'm probably not supposed to, but no one said anything yet." So, and she lights one up unless someone objects.
No, that's fine.
Great. So, what can I do? Tell me more about what you need.
Sure. So if you don't mind me just asking you directly, how
Mhm.
did you get into broadcasting?
Broadcasting. Well, I was a what would you major in? Communications major in college. I came out of San Diego, and I did my time at various places, and wound up at West Communications. And I don't know if you know West Communications. We're it's just a media management company out of Las Vegas now, and we it's how people buy houses that are not great and then spruce them up and then turn them over for a profit. That's kind of what we do to media properties. So we find struggling radio stations, television stations, newspapers, anything like that, and we send someone in to help them out, and that's me. So I've only been here for a month or two.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And yeah,
But everyone
so
here is great. I love it. It's so small and quiet and charming and relaxing. It's a real pleasure. I wouldn't want to live here. No offense, long term, but it's a great break.
perfect. Did you have a question? Was it Bradley? Don't
Yes,
remember
I
what
already
name.
forgot my fake name. I definitely forgot it already as well, so don't feel
Well,
bad.
say it's Bradley because I don't remember.
I think it was Bradley. Yeah.
So when did TV Odyssey burn down, quote unquote?
Was it
94, I
93?
think. 93.
93.
One of those.
One of those.
Um,
Seems important.
Yeah, so basically the gist of the question that I will ask is, are there any people that have been here for long periods of time, starting maybe in the early 90s, and how do you find them?
Hmm.
How do they differ from some of the, like, how does their work differ from some of the newer people that come on?
Oh wow. Well, I mean, Lacey's been here forever, as far as I can tell. People come and go, and she's been. I mean, honestly, it seems like she just runs the place. I don't know how long she's been here, but probably longer than I was, except for Herbie, I guess. But he's probably been around for a long time too. I don't know how long. How are they different? That's a great question. How are they different? They seem very happy. They seem a lot of people, a job is a job. I can't say that I'm different, especially in this industry. People don't tend to go into advertising and marketing for the love of it. So a lot of people, they're there to do their job. They complain about Mondays. The usual office grumblings that you don't find anywhere. But the folks here, Lacey, Herbie, they feel like they're genuinely happy to be here. They're, unfalteringly pleasant. They're always willing to help. They never have a bad thing to say about anyone or anything. And yeah, they're just hard workers. They just do their jobs really well. So I think that's really important for young people who are entering this field to understand that you may not be entering the job market for love of what you do, but it's very important to have a great attitude. That will go a long way.
Yeah, I think Michael has, like, he's had his laptop open and he just
Mhm.
kind of, you got to really sell it So
Yeah, she
Yeah.
kind of like points like to emphasize, like, hey, write that down.
Yeah,
is that all
Parker's
right?
definitely has their
Spell my name right.
clipboard.
Yeah.
They're both writing stuff down. Did you know, or have you heard anything about the previous, what was her job title?
Office manager or the production manager.
Production manager.
Yeah.
Gordon, he left his post?
Yes, I came in to replace him.
Okay.
Did I? Was it that long ago? He was here. Yeah, he wasn't here when I came.
Oh, okay. I was just,
But I understood that he had a particular his own personal brand, definitely dedicated to the work, maybe a bit more of a free spirit, I think, than others. He's the kind that comes to work in sandals.
I understand.
Not always appropriate, but I understand that different people like different things.
Sure. And you mentioned Herbie. What does he do here?
Oh, he he runs the mail cart. He brings us lunch. Yeah, you'll probably see him around pushing his cart around. There's not that many of us, but I think he just kind of comes with the place. I don't know if it's just if he's retired and this is what he does in his spare time, or he's just there. He's on the payroll, so.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
glad you're paying him.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a fixture. He's a fixture.
So we got a
go-
pretty good look at this place from the top down. I mean, you're kind of the
Mhm.
big dog around here. I would sincerely love to meet Herbie and hear some of the stories he's got from being
Oh.
around here so long.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't talk much, but if you can get something out of him, you're more than welcome to. So what are you writing a paper again? Is this for a class?
This is kind of like I wouldn't call it like a thesis bit, but we're working together on it's more extracurricular, but both of us want to break into
It's for the
production
independent
mostly.
study portion of our degrees.
Oh, all right.
Yes, yeah.
Great.
Right now, it's about breaking into production itself, and I think if I remember correctly, based on our cursory research, you guys are the only television production studio here in
We
Deep
are.
Lake, right?
Yeah, you pick up some stations from La Fresca and other nearby towns. I'm sure this is the only local station. I heard there was another one, but that was like last century. So we're the only game in town.
Wonderful. Thank you for your time. And I think
Of
Parker's going
course.
to try to make eyes at Michael of like, I don't think she's going to know like anything substantial. So I want to go talk to Herbie.
Yeah, she hasn't been
Excellent.
here long enough. I don't think. I think she's being a straight arrow right now. She's telling us what she knows.
Yeah.
Well, she's just creepily nice. Like I just get creeped out by any nice person. So
She's just very professional.
yeah.
Herbie, she'll point you to the break room where Herbie is. He is working the coffee machine, and he is basically kind of slowly taking a mug, pouring coffee into it, topping it off, putting it down on the counter, getting a sugar packet, opening it, putting it in, opening another sugar packet, putting it in, grabs a creamer, puts it in, finds a straw or a stirrer, stirs it up, takes it over and puts it on the cart. And
Now he's a
doing
pretty
that a few
old
times.
feller, right?
Yeah, he is an old feller.
I see.
And Parker, this is the same guy that you saw pushing the cart back when.
The sandwich cart. Okay.
Yeah.
So also because I forgot to write it down. The other person that's worked here for a long time, is that the lady at the front?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Lacey.
Or am I?
Lacey.
Okay, that's what I
Yeah.
figured.
Who last attacked Parker with a meat cleaver, I think.
Yep.
In our line of work, that happens more often than not.
Yeah.
Okay, Parker said, do you want to take a shot at getting this guy to talk, or
Yeah, I guess I'll just sort of get it started, and then you can jump in if you.
Yeah,
Think of
if
something.
if you find something that he can latch onto, old people like never shut up. So
Um, I think Parker's gonna speak a little bit loudly of like,
Mhm.
excuse me, are you Herbie, sir?
How do you
Um,
take it?
Uh, black with 2 creamers. Just no, I mean no sugar, 2 creamers.
Coffee's sweet enough for you.
Yes, sir.
do you want a
Um,
butterscotch candy? I didn't say that, but hello, sir. So we were told by some of the higher ups that you've been here for quite a long time. When did you start working here?
Well, I started out back in what year is 2004? 74? 76,
30 years.
70, 77 when it opened up.
And is this like the only place that you've worked, or did you work at other TV stations, anything like that, or come into contact with anything like that?
It's the only place I've ever needed to work.
Yeah, it seems nice here. People say nothing but great things about you.
Let's have you make a meddling roll.
Oh,
Whoever's
man.
doing more talking than not. I think it's going to be with presence.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Unless you want to, Parker, that's totally fine with me.
Does I don't know if this counts as using my new move. I guess I haven't said that
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
doing it for class. Or does that count? I can do it with advantage. If I
What,
use my move.
what are you using?
Oh,
My
I guess you're not really.
custom- I'm not really.
Are we
I
in a
wouldn't focus-
disguise? I mean,
I don't think
I think you
disguise.
could angle it
disguise.
for sure. That
Yeah.
you want to just say like we have to be with a fake mustache and glasses.
Yeah, I mean, would you count like the clipboard a disguise?
I've been counting the clipboard as a
The
Okay,
whole
disguise
yeah.
this
like
whole
Let's
time.
do it
also
then.
kind of the
Yeah.
whole reason we're here is a complete ruse too.
Yeah, let's do it then. Let's
Okay,
make that
cool.
roll with advantage.
Perfect. 6 plus 1. Okay, so 5 plus 4, 9 plus 1, 10.
That's a 10. Great. Well, we're rolling high today. So yeah. I'll do that one here. So he's like, I've worked here since this place opened up. And he like goes over to the fridge to get like a half and half container. And just like leaves the fridge hanging open, comes back over to the coffee machine, gets out a cup, fills it up. In the fridge, there's a few bags with people's names on them, some bottles of water and sport drink or whatever they have there. On the Parker, on the bottom shelf, you notice there's a mason jar with like cheesecloth over the top, and inside it, it's not like black sludge. You can still tell it's like kind of it like sloshes a little bit when he opens the fridge, but it's like really like nasty pond water. And when you notice it, because when he opens the fridge, it kind of smells kind of swampy. Like the smell immediately hits you.
I'm gonna have Parker like be like, oh, like let me help you with that, like to go to like close the fridge,
Mhm.
but try to like take the mason jar out.
What are you afraid might happen if Herbie sees you taking that?
Um, I'm afraid his demeanor's gonna change and he's gonna get real aggressive.
Nice. What is a stat to use for sneakiness? I'm gonna say this is vitality because you're trying to be sneaky. Oh, and that works out great for you. You got it too.
I know, I was about to say, perfect for me.
Like 002. Great. So yeah, so that's 2 dice.
All
Plus 2.
right. Also, no,
Another 11. Great. Yeah, so you're able to pocket that swamp water. And yeah, it's slush. You can tell that the top is open except for the cheesecloth. It's kind of rubber banded around it. Yeah, and it reeks.
Does it have a name on it?
It does not. No.
Somebody just left this here.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Herbie finishes up your coffee and puts it on the tray that's on the cart. Help yourself.
Thank you so much, sir. Parker's gonna take the coffee cup.
And you?
Thank you so much. I'm okay right now. He's kind of like holding his laptop up.
Tea?
No, that's all right. Just one more question before we get out of your hair.
But there is left of it.
Do you know anything about that old TV station that used to be around here? They're telling me this is the only one now, and I found records of an old one, but I don't really know anything about what happened.
Let's get a meddling roll from you too.
Okay. This presence.
Presence. Yeah, this is presence.
Is there an item I could use?
Jareth Kingmaker.
Yeah. So I'm gonna beat the shit out of this old guy until he tells me. I got my keychain, my sentimental keychain. I think that Michael's dad was a little bit older than everybody else's dad. And I think this guy kind of reminds him of his dad. His dad always had like smaller roles, where he worked and stuff like that. So in a way, I think that this old guy, and especially that little quip about like what's left in my hair, that's kind of like how his dad was. So I think I'm gonna mark that for 3d6. I think I have 1 presence. So I'll just roll 3d6. I'll add 1.
That
10.
is a 10. That is a 10. Oh, dice roll is making up for it today. Great. Yeah. So let's see which one would be good for this. Oh, is that a clue or is that just something you know? I think that's just something you know. Yeah. I think his demeanor doesn't change. And so you asked him if he knew about Tiazi. And he stops what he's doing. And he looks up at you. TV Odyssey. We didn't really, we weren't in direct competition with them. I'm not really involved in the business side of things. Always friendly. Have a baseball game, softball every once in a while before the fire. was a terrible day. Burned to the ground. I think it was arson. I think someone didn't like what they were doing. I don't think it was anything that a TV Odyssey was doing in particular. I just think they didn't like. I don't think they liked what we were doing. Came into work the next Monday. Kids, probably. They got no sense of what's right. Not now, not back then. The stucco wall outside, plaster, whatever they got there on the wall outside facing the parking lot at Monday. Yeah. I don't know why they didn't just spray paint. Words written in ash on the wall outside. So insensitive. Just said they're coming. Two big words, one on top of the other. Of course, it's my job to wash it off. So I did. They never came, as far as I know. Whoever they was. This doesn't. It's not right. Make light of a tragedy like that. And he hands Michael a cup of tea.
Yeah, he'll take it after that. Then he'll start drinking it. Well,
Oh, cool.
thank you so much for your time.
Yeah,
I don't-
thank you for the warm beverage.
Cool. They're coming written on the channel 3 outside wall in ash. Great. I think that's a good place to take a little break. We've been going for a while. Let's take 10 and we'll come back and see what happens next. Can't wait to find out.
I got some wheel spinning. We'll see we'll see if they go anywhere. Hmm.
Mhm.
Sorry, I found a little bit of a sandwich that I'd forgotten about from yesterday. So
Fair. Cool. Erica, I assume you're going back to the house.
Yes, no. If you're into it, I'd like to have them go to the house, grab a tape there just in case, but even maybe on, I don't know, maybe on the way. What I'm trying to say is I actually want Andy to take Erica to Will's house
Mm,
where Andy remembers that Will used to live.
mhm.
I'm letting you
Interesting.
know, I want to see if maybe the tape that was missing from the box is there and just find more stuff, find more clues.
Yeah. Andy is probably trailing behind you a bit. It's like he's going to show up at the house a little bit after you. Michael
I
Parker, are you going back to the house after the station?
what do you think, Parker? Do you have any any ideas? Something else we can sift around in?
Mm. I didn't have any ideas. I didn't know if you wanted us to meet up with you, Ellie. Or-
I'm cool just seeing where this goes with Andy. It's up to you.
Cool. Yeah, so let's have Erica at the house. You get your stuff and there's a knock on the door.
Okay, did I leave Andy outside?
Oh, Andy, like he was like 15 minutes behind you, so
Oh,
you had a minute to do stuff at the
all
house
right,
before
yeah.
he showed up.
Hang on, and I come. I'm gonna shove the Happy Jacks tape into my satchel, and open the door.
Yeah, and it is Bill.
Holy shit! It's a good thing I didn't drink my beer yet. Got me.
And he just looks at you and is like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Are you going somewhere?" And catch you
Um,
leaving.
I not yet. Wow, I didn't think you'd what are you doing here? I don't take that the wrong way. I'm just confused.
Oh, I saw, I just wanted to swing by. I saw your car was here, so decided to pop in. Is that okay?
No, that's yeah, that's not what I mean. I mean, what are you doing here? I thought, like last time I saw you, you gave me all the stuff you didn't want and said you were going away for a bit to figure stuff out. Come in. We don't need to do this on the porch. I'm so sorry. Come in.
Yeah,
Come
thanks.
in.
Yeah. Out of character, I
Yeah.
don't think we know it was in the letter that you wrote him.
No, we never got to that for exposition, and I never sent you anything. So,
Do you just want to like let it happen, or do you have an idea?
no, I mean, I'll just give you a little Cole's notes, of what would have been in the letter. Main things were, Erica expressing guilt, grief, whatever you want to call it, about, the, just came here, kept trying to help, things kept getting worse by trying to help, really sorry, she feels terrible about that, doesn't really know what to do with it. Second main point would have been the, like, kind of, hey, I kept, the reason I didn't tell you about all the all the TBASI stuff and didn't want to tell you was, to protect both of us, because, you insisted I tell you. When I told you, it wrecked you. I, trying to protect both of us. Then the final point would have been that, she, that she was sorry that, he felt she was stringing him along, because all she ever wanted from him was for him to just, let her care about him.
So he comes in. Yeah. What do you say to him? He's just like
How
awkwardly
did
waiting for you to make the first move, I guess.
so how was the inquiry?
Really, I mean, it's hard to call something weird after everything that happened, but a little bit weird. They brought me and they left me alone for longer than I would if I was going to let someone cook, and they seemed really. I don't know the guys. They were feds, I think. I was supposed to get interviewed by the county, but these were not local. They asked me about what happened. I gave them, I figured there was no sense in trying to cover anything up. These guys seem pretty serious, so I just told them everything that I knew about the event, and only that event. From my perspective, I didn't elaborate on everything, but told them what an outside observer would have seen. Gary was out of control. He tried to attack the inhabitants of the house, and I had to fire on him.
Yeah.
And I left out all of the weird stuff. But you can't help thinking about it. I feel like they would leave these long pauses, and after the pauses were over, they would just kind of nod and write some stuff in. I don't know exactly what it took less time than I expected to. I expected to be just raked over the coals. But yeah, I guess that's all on file somewhere. I'm not here to take your job.
What? I really wish you would. That was
Yeah, it's no fun, is it?
what?
It's no fun being sheriff, is it?
I never asked for it, Bill. You did. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this thing.
I mean, worst comes to worst, I can take care of it until we get a proper replacement. But
You know,
I
I
don't
could
think,
always I could just promote Carla before I go, right?
yeah, I suppose you could.
Yeah,
I don't think, I'm gonna be in Deep Lake long term, but
yeah.
I'm in no immediate rush to get out, so. I just wanted to let you know that I was back. Probably gonna be looking at getting things together to find somewhere else eventually, but not in any rush.
Where are you gonna go?
I don't know yet. I think that's part of the process. Instead of just making a jump, I think I'm actually gonna try and think it through this time.
Yeah. Um, I don't really know what to say. I'm glad things went okay. You know, I'm glad that you didn't get stuck with the trouble.
Or worse. You should see these guys. Serious. It's the only word I can use.
I'm probably really going to regret asking this because I've regretted every other time I've asked you, but something like this. Were the men who interrogated you wearing gray suits and smoking menthol cigarettes?
No,
Oh, thank God.
regular cheap suits, no smoking.
Oh,
I think
thank
they tried to pull a little good cop, bad cop on me, but not
no,
out loud, if that makes sense. I don't know.
yeah, no, oh, that's the best small miracle I could have had all day. Oh,
Glad I
she
could
just
help.
flops back in the chair, just like obviously relieved. No.
And then there's a knock on the door.
Yeah, I'll be right there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I interrupting anything?
I just someone I'd asked someone to come by so we could look into some stuff. You know,
Stuff. Yeah.
yeah, some stuff, and this will hopefully be the end of the stuff, and then we can all go home, right? So look, so you just came back to let me know that you came back.
Yeah. I didn't want you to be surprised seeing me at the pancake cave or something.
That's
I should have
all.
called.
Okay. Well, thanks, I guess. And yeah, I better get that. It's probably Andy.
Yeah, I better. Andy. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Oh,
Cool.
he's the guy helping me with the stuff. It's not like that. We literally met an hour ago.
Yeah. 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 Don't assume anything. Great. Well, I'm gonna go back to my place and I'm just gonna relax for a little bit. I think.
All right.
Well,
I
let me
mean,
know if you need anything, I guess.
you sure you don't want this? I hold up the badge and say, actually, no, I know, you know what? I know you don't want this. I'm asking if you're willing to take it back from me.
Not a
For me.
chance.
What?
Not a chance.
Not
Not-
you wouldn't do it for me, huh? All right. Okay. I'll
Gotta.
I better get the door.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just- And you know, before she goes to open the door, just turns and says, you know, you're not the only one who has absolute mounds of horrible shit to deal with, and you've had it better than most. So look, I know it's been funny, all this weird stuff about Deep Lake's been hard, but dude, at some point you gotta remember that the rest of us have it hard too. And we gotta share it. or there's nothing. And there's no reason for me to even bother trying to save this fucking town if there's no one saving it. But it's what I do, right? I clean up the mess. All right. Opens the door.
Yeah, and Eddie's there. Like, oh, you had company. Sorry, was this
Uh,
part of
it
the?
was, it
I'm
was
sorry.
on.
I'm on my way out.
I just had a friend drop by for a bit. Hey, Andy,
Yeah.
can you take me to where Will used to live? Like the last place you remember his house being?
I mean, I can take you there. Are you sure?
I think it's the best way to find out, to find some more answers. Wait, why would that be bad? Why are you asking if I'm sure? What's wrong?
Not bad, just weird, I guess.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. My friend who got
Did you say you
forgotten.
had a tape here?
Yep, but I think we should check and see if Will left one behind
Whew,
too.
yeah. Oh, that's just really, really exciting. I can't tell you how exciting it is to be. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. This is well, you'll see.
Yeah, I
Wow.
know you're
Yeah.
not crazy. I know you're not crazy, and I know it's weird. My friend who got forgotten, left behind his car and his coffee cup and his unused smokes, and now that uh, my weed dealer who used to live behind the Circle K is now living in his bedroom and dating my roommate. It's weird. I get it.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
come
Yeah.
on,
Great. Yeah. Cool. 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 Um, yeah. Do you want to take the same car or do you want to follow?
um she would insist on driving, so he can drive with her or she'll follow him.
Cool. Yeah. He'll go with you. Sweet. While you're heading over there, Parker and Michael, what are you up to?
Did you have any ideas that you wanted to explore?
Do you have something you want to go on?
The only thing I could think of to try to squeeze maybe one more clue out is maybe trying to recreate some of the shots from the Odyssey tapes we had.
That's also a good idea.
It also lets me get back in touch with Deep Lake a little bit.
Ooh.
I see. Cool. Which one do you want to look at?
So I think that any of the ones that were kind of outside
Mm-hmm.
are the ones I'd start with. Now that there's no people in them, it might be a little easier to discern landmarks or like street signs, stuff like
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, I think the most likely candidate for that one is going to be the Static Woman live interview. That
Yeah.
was man on the street interview outside on a bright day in downtown area. Yeah, and I think it is pretty easy. We did answer that question based on the half of the building you can make out behind Lem. Where was this interview recorded? Ooh, that was a while ago. Did I write it down? Let's find out. It was filmed outside of Deep Lake Mall. Bingo. From episode 10, if anyone wants to go back and watch that.
That should be easy enough to get to then.
That should be easy enough to get to. Yeah. Great. Yeah. Your is, since there's nothing but the mall in shot, you're easily able to find where that is. It's like by the entrance where the what would be there, I guess. What's in a mall in 2004? Men's Warehouse or whatever is there. But yeah, so you're able to easily find it. There are a few people so around. What would you like to do there?
Basically I want to if Parker will allow him to frame the shot pretty much exactly like it was and put
Ooh.
Parker in the position that so since the person's not there, only to the best of his recollection for that
Mhm.
part.
Yeah, so there was the interviewer, Lem Waters, and there was the right half that had the static out woman.
Yeah, so I think he'll post Parker as the interviewer, what they could actually see,
Mhm.
and then he'll just kind of like awkwardly tell Parker to like interview the air next to them, pretty much. And he's going to record it so they can kind of watch it back on his little flip out video bit.
Oh, amazing. What are you afraid you're going to see on that tape when you watch it?
I'm afraid that Parker will be the side that's staticked out.
Hmm. And you're not recording over the Odyssey tape, you're just recording a
No,
new
yeah,
shot.
just
Okay,
recording in general. Yeah, I'm just trying to match it up almost as perfect as he could get it.
cool. Let's make this a day move with sensitivity.
Perfect. And do I have an item that can help me here? Depending on how abstract you want to be, I would love to put some film makeup on Parker for their interview.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
Totally good.
That's that would be a funny visual in my head, him putting makeup on Parker. 3d6. I'll add
3d6,
1.
2 plus 1. That is an 11
11.
again. Woo! Oh, gold. Great. So fantastic. So yeah, people give you some looks as you're filming someone interviewing the air, but they figure it's just for a thing, I guess, and let you
This is just B-roll. Keep going.
yeah,
Keep
just
moving.
B-roll. It's gonna be an animated goat on the other side. Are you gonna watch back in the camera, or are you gonna take it home and watch it?
At first he'll just try to watch it on the flip out, but
Yeah.
I mean, if they're not doing anything, eventually he'll get back to the house to watch it on the same
Yeah.
TV they always do.
So Parker looks pretty much the same, a little bit heightened from the makeup, and there's no static shows up. No, doesn't seem like there's any other phenomena there immediately. Are you going to go directly home after this? Watch it.
Rue, unless you have something that you want to try.
I guess we'll see how this shakes out. The only other thing I thought was I do have the reward that the utility tunnels become a reoccurring location.
Oh yeah.
And I thought because I had gotten that one from Zagreus and that
Mhm.
we had that take place in the mall, that the tunnels should be like part of the
Under them all.
under the mall, like the
Yeah.
behind where I was running from Gary.
Absolutely. Yeah. And what did you want to do with those?
Just if this didn't give us anything,
Oh,
we can
okay,
go
cool,
check
yeah.
out that place.
Yeah, poke around.
Yeah, I don't think you can see anything specific on the view screen on the camera.
All right. Well, this is a bust, but
But if you want to,
I did your makeup pretty well.
Yeah, for a night out.
So, I mean, I guess we could watch it when we get back, but while we're here, we might as well do that thing you were talking about.
Yeah. While I was working here, I heard that, like the backroom tunnels just keep going on and they seem kind of weird. Maybe we can go check them out. Maybe they'll lead someplace. I mean, Gary was running through them and he was a demon.
Yeah, that sounds perfectly safe. I'm
Same.
well, since we're together, I'm okay with doing that.
Yeah, we got to use the buddy system.
Yeah.
How's the arcade been doing?
I know.
It sounds like it's been closed.
It has been closed.
Awesome.
I'm sure Parker just stuck a sign on there that says like opening back up soon.
Nice. Do you want to go in through like the entryway from the back of the arcade, or do you just want to like go from one of the outside halls?
No, we can go through the arcade.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think like people have like, but people like to stretch out gum and put it up. People have some light vandalism on the outside, born of frustration for sure. But otherwise, the keys still work. There's no gum in the lock. You can get in there. Yeah, so you want to explore the tunnels. Let's get that meddling move out of the way and we'll narrate from that. I think this is
Okay.
going to be with sensitivity.
Okay, what do I have for sensitivity? 7.
7. Awesome. You get an extra clue. Great. So 7 means that we find clues with complication. Cool. Let me write down before I forget. Write down what the clue was from from Billy's, from Michael's. Yeah, so I think, like you said, the tunnels, they go all around the kind of back end of the mall. That all seems pretty straightforward. You do find a place where there's, it seems like it slopes down and goes to a lower level. And the lights don't seem to work down here once you kind of get down below where the mall actually is. So you have to use your phone, or if you thought to bring a flashlight. And let's do this one. So yeah. Moving stuff around. Great. So clue number 1. As you get deeper, there's a frequency again. Not like the frequency from Starlight, but this one feels like almost like you're inside a really like a massive woodwind instrument almost. Almost as if the tunnels emerged somewhere, like the side of a sea cliff or something. There's wind going across it. The air down there is dry. Even though it seems like, there might be, there's pipes and conduit and stuff. The mall isn't steam heated or anything, so it doesn't make sense for them to be steam pipes. But yeah, the air it is cool but dry under there, and there's a strange low frequency hum in the tunnels under the mall. And you get an extra clue from your reward, right? Access points. And you got a complication. Yeah. How long do you spend down there?
I guess like an hour,
Okay.
a couple hours.
Yeah, so it'll still be light when you come out. And it's pretty twisty and disorienting down there, I think. And oh yeah, sure, let's do that. You eventually come to the place where the noise, the hum is louder. And this part of the tunnel is lit as that turns a corner. Pretty brightly lit. In fact, light has a weird quality, but it's still brightly lit. Is Parker in front?
Yeah, I think Parker took the lead.
Cool. You turn the corner and you see that it opens up out into the desert. Doesn't seem like you've walked far enough for that to happen. The desert doesn't look right. The sun has like the color temperature on the sun is turned down to like a more bluish temperature. But it's definitely the desert outside of town that has the same sort of landscape shape and plants and whatnot. She's got this like weird blue cast to it. And do you go out? Do you check it out there?
I think Parker's gonna look at Michael and make sure that he's seeing the same thing.
Yeah, he is.
Last I checked, we should be nowhere near open desert. I don't.
No, I mean, the mall's sort of like, it's not in the middle of town, but we've only been walking for what, like an hour and a half?
Yeah, and even then we were doing a lot of doubling back. There's no way we covered this much ground.
Doesn't look right to you?
No. But I'm not really a desert guy, but it shouldn't look that way. I know it might sound funny, but I
You're
don't
an
try to find
inside boy.
myself. I'm an inside boy. I don't find myself in open desert as often as I can help it, especially in the last few months.
Yeah. I mean, we're here. Do you want to see what's going on?
I think we've come too far not to see what else happens. So if you want to go out there, I'm totally, as long as I'm not by myself, I'm happy to accompany you.
All right. And I think Parker's gonna like put out their hands, like, please hold hands with me.
Yeah. And when we get to the wall, where it turns into desert, definitely gonna like stick one hand out first, like then
Yeah.
the head maybe.
Yeah, the air is oddly cool. It is late August, and so it is decidedly not cool outside, but it's got that dry, cool feel to it. And I think as you like get to the edge, seems like the sun is like in the noontime position, and it is much past noon when in Deep Lake.
So I was in like the big man's little spot in my dream, but does this kind of give off a little bit of the same hue from when I was down there or anything?
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, the time seems to be completely off, but
Yeah, I mean, that's been happening. The time being
I guess
weird.
Time's been really weird recently.
I mean, I hate to state the obvious, but is this where David was? He kept talking about a desert.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. The downside to maybe taking on an excursion like this is that going into this place and then turning around and there's nothing to come back through. If you know what I'm saying?
I guess I'll just step through and we'll keep our hands held between the doorway.
Yeah, I'll be a door jam.
Yeah, be a door jam.
I can do that. That's something I'm proficient in.
Yeah, and it is, it's not a doorway shape. It's more of a like a rough shape, this opening into the desert. And yeah, Parker, when you step through, same thing, like it is, the light is too blue, um, and it is cool. And do I have a little blue light? No, blue light. The light is too blue, and it's cool. And the sun is, at it's noon. But otherwise, it looks, it just looks like desert.
I guess it seems safe enough.
And I think Parker, when you turn around to say that to Michael, you notice that it's coming out of like the side of a cliff or something, and it feels familiar. And it takes a minute to. Did you ever see it?
Is
Yeah.
it the cave that the Hungers came from?
It is the
Yes.
cave that it's the cave that the Hungers came from. It's like that same shape, and like when you see it, it's like, oh fuck. Let's cut over to Erica. Cool. So Andy gives you directions
Yeah.
to the kind of to the same general area where Playa Mirada was.
Okay.
And he points you to there's a street like literally on the edge of town, and says turn left here, and there's like an unpaved road that kind of goes off into a spot that looks like it may be developed in the future, but is not now. And he's like, it's just down this street. If there was a street here.
It's down the street where there's nothing at
Nothing.
the end of.
Yeah. This is the first place I came when he disappeared. And there was a whole neighborhood here. I didn't know anyone, but there were people that lived here.
A whole neighborhood.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's not good, but it makes sense. All right, come on, let's try to let's see if we can find Will. I need to get to the nearest VCR stat.
That might be the one at Playa Mirada at the show house.
At the show house that no one's living in?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, hey, yeah, come on. I'll go is there a key box there? What's the door situation?
It's just open.
Right. All right. Yeah, come on. Okay.
And he's like looking around like this is fancy. This is nice. People live, wow.
No, this isn't my house. This is just like
I know I was at your house before, but this is a nice place.
Oh, yeah, it is. Erica's clearly just like, she's unsettled. Just
like
yeah,
sits on one of the couches where there's the
fine.
plastic over it. This is weird but nice. Yeah, cool. They're still selling these? I mean, I can't afford anything like this, but
I have no idea. Okay, look, Andy, I'm gonna put this tape, and I hold up the Happy Jacks Odyssey tape. I'm gonna put this into the VCR. I'm gonna hit play. I honestly don't know what we're gonna see this time, but if you see Will and he says anything to you and I don't see him and I don't hear him, I need you to tell me exactly what you see and hear, okay?
sure, yeah.
Oh, you good?
Yeah. I just can't wait. I'm really excited. Wow, yeah. Let's do it. Let's see it. Whew.
Keep telling everyone excited's not the right way. All right. I just, shove it in.
What are you afraid you're going to see instead of what you saw before?
Hmm. Wow, why am I afraid it's gonna be on an Odyssey tape? I'm afraid I'm going to see all the people Erica knows and loves in Deep Lake. So the remaining latchkeys, the waitress from the Pancake Cave, Casey, Carla, Bill, Bonifacia, and I'm gonna see them all on the tape doing or saying something really not good.
Cool. This is going to be a day move with sensitivity.
All right. Oh, what did I just do here? Let me take a look at my. Looking about using an item here.
Mhm.
I never decided to sort. I'm going to use the Enron coffee cup David
Mhm.
left behind as tossed in her satchel along with the Odyssey tape and almost holding it like a focus.
Yeah. Awesome. Love it.
Right.
So that's 2 dice top 2, 3 dice top 2.
Yeah. All right.
That is a 10. Awesome. Yeah. So that's not what you see. But what you do see is the same set of scenes that you saw before.
Yeah.
There's the sort of puppet set that's like someone's poorly decorated basement, and it just lingers on that for a while. Like a long time. Like 10 minutes.
All right.
And then it does the fade to black.
All right.
He's like, okay, that was weird. That's less weird than I thought it was going to be. I mean, it's creepy. Did I miss something?
What did you see?
I mean, there was like someone's basement and they like had it dressed up like a forest or something.
Did you see any people? Your friends?
No.
Or no one?
No.
Well,
Was I supposed to, like, is this a Ouija board kind of thing?
I don't know, man. I guess you got lucky in the sense of it could have been way worse, but all I got is a big fat dead end. I'm sorry I dragged you all the way out here. Yeah, sorry.
That
Yeah,
was cool though. I mean, that's a real Odyssey tape, and I got to watch it, and that's way more than any of those jerks on the forum have done, except for the one guy. Weird. Yeah.
one guy who's weird?
God, what is some dumb like Deep Lake sucks with like 3 X's or something.
Oh, that's that's my roommate. He's fine.
What? Oh, he's been talking all sorts of shit about finding. You know that guy? What's he like?
He's just like, he's a regular guy. He's really into horror movies and
Yeah.
eating stuff.
Yeah, I can't stop making references to them on your posts. So,
Anyway,
ugh.
yeah, look, this is again, like, I'm sorry, this is a big dead end.
Oh, I mean, I'm super stoked. This is like an actual. I mean, unless again you're sitting here to fuck with me, it's like really cool to see an actual Odyssey tape. It does feel creepy.
Yeah, look, glad it was, fun and creepy for you. But Andy, unless I can find out what happened, unless I can find something more about Will's time at working at the station or anyone else, or if I don't get it more answers soon, we're all gonna die.
Wow, no, I haven't. Sit down. Are you? This is like, wow, this is a lot. What do you mean? I mean, what are we're all gonna die? Like, that's new information.
Do you know
What do you
do you
mean?
know anyone else who worked at the station? Like, think back to anyone who worked there, or any stories you heard about where it burnt where it was when it burned down, like what part of town it was in.
I'm just some asshole who builds websites. I don't know. Like, I'm getting freaked out. You're freaking me out.
Yeah, I have that effect on people. Come on, I'll drive you back to your car.
Cool. I think the ride is silent.
Yeah.
Parker and Michael. What's up?
I guess since Parker's standing up there, they're gonna like tug on Michael's hand to be like, you can come on through.
Yeah, he'll kind of come out, turn around. Especially if Parker doesn't say anything, he'll maybe make the same revelation,
Mhm.
and he'll kind of like start a little bit. I kind of picture him falling down like backwards.
Yeah, and once you're out, you can tell the like part of the bluish cast is from the sun and part of the sky. It's the same sort of like glitchy static, kind of deep lakey, deep lake lurker type of static. Not exactly the same, but like there's something wrong with the sky, man. What do you do?
There's something wrong with the sky, man.
I mean, my first instinct is it's a TV screen.
It does kind of have that feel to it, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really remember David talking about like what it was actually like in here.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, isn't like the big man supposed to be somewhere around here in here?
He should be wandering around somewhere. I mean, that's like his whole bit, isn't it? Just like
Yeah.
wandering around and doing shit.
Yeah, it's a real funny bit.
Do you think I could, like, in like a daydreaming state, reach out to him since I have Wandering Monolith marked?
Oh yeah. Wandering Monolith. Yeah, I mean, you're only supposed to be able to contact him in dreams, but I think this counts for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, or if not, I also have it. So
Yeah. I think with
Yeah,
the
either one works.
powers combined, you can do that.
Yeah.
Let's make the sensitivity roll first.
Perfect.
You both have sensitivity of 1, so
Yes, we do. Let me just read the move real quick. On a miss, you must mark the next box with the key of desolation. How about you go ahead and
I'll
actually
go
no,
for
I
it.
don't either. Both of us are kind of screwed if we mess this up, aren't we?
I guess you have
One of
the
us-
coin though.
I have the coin,
Mm.
yes. Yeah. I mean, worst case scenario, I disappear and you forget me. So I'm willing to take that chance. Can I still use an item for bonus in this situation?
Yeah.
What would I use? I'll use a picture of Michael and David posing on the hood of his Lexus.
perfect.
And I will roll 3d6 and add 1 to the highest 2. 8.
That is an 8. All right, cool. So you do it. There's a consequence. Yeah. Can you kind of give me a sense of how you're reaching out to the big man? Like,
Yeah, I think-
how you're trying to find him?
I think it's if we're kind of just sitting there, Michael had fallen over. they're talking about shouldn't the big man be around, and it's like one of those instances where you blink and you had fallen asleep a little bit,
Mhm.
you know, some like Nightmare on Elm Street stuff, because Billy also only makes horror references too, not just Michael. So yeah, so I think it's something like that where maybe he just kind of nods off for a second. Maybe it's because he's here, and maybe the big man's also trying to, or like he feels that Michael's in this space. So
Mhm.
Michael kind of like unknowingly reaches out to him when he nods off a little bit.
Yeah, I think like it's for the both of you. You kind of like blink your eyes and you're in the Eden place underground. The quality of the air is very different. It's lush and moist. And it seems like the sun is still here, but it takes a moment to realize that that is the big man and his head. And it's hard to read the expression on the sun, but definitely get you definitely get the sense of surprise. Like, I don't think you've ever gotten this impression from the big man before. It's like he's the one who's surprised to see you for the first time ever, probably. And after a moment, yeah, he's just like, well, this is an unexpected pleasure.
Oh yeah, it's
What exactly brings you two here?
we're trying to nail down where the hell this TV Odyssey place is, and you know, we were at the mall one minute, and now we came out of the damn cave that we did. He show us the cave? The cave, you know, the
Yeah,
cave I'm
yeah,
talking about.
yeah. The one that I revealed to you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Only hungers come out of that cave.
yeah. Well, I mean, shit. Like, I mean, I don't
Is
think
there
I'm a hunger,
sounds
but
like you might have had a rough time out there if you're here with me. Is there anything you need to tell me?
I feel fine. Parker, do you feel okay?
Yeah,
I mean, just like the general
physically
stress
I'm
of like
fine.
world-ending possibilities. So normal.
Having
Normal
this
See
stuff.
where
weird
that could get to a
countdown.
person.
Yeah. How are you doing? You look a little different than when I saw you last time.
That's right. It's beautiful down here.
Yeah, it's much nicer than the cave.
Well, that's why they get out. It's not a good place to be when you're in a place like that. Even a place like the desert seems like a step up. So I assume something bad happened to you and you were sent here.
Well, we were just in the tunnels beneath the mall, and it just opened up as if it were the cave underneath the mall.
You found your own way here.
Yeah, I didn't really think that was possible.
Yeah. We talked with the big bad wolf from the Odyssey tapes. Gave us a
Oh,
bit
the
of a
hunger.
warning.
The hunger.
You know anything about that? You want to enlighten us? Points to like the sun head.
I can see that you know more than I do already. I'm trying to make it my business to keep my own business these days. But from what I'm getting from you, oh boy, you got a problem. But and like you can almost see his human face kind of lean down towards you a bit more. And he's got that same kind of jovial energy that he did the first time you met him. And he says, you know, I think you did something that I can never do. And I think you're ready.
What are we now I know it's always what do you mean by that, but in this case, I think I'll ask, what do you mean by that?
I mean that well, I can't see the future, but I think everything's going to be okay. And he reaches into where, the suit would be. It's just this glowing body. And although he's massive, his hand kind of like extends down towards you, like he's giving you his business card. And he says, yeah, you're going to be all right. And when you take it, everything goes black. Erica brought Andy back to the place. He asked if he can keep that tape.
No, that's not a good idea. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't expect. It's just I had to ask though.
Look, I mean, I have to ask you, if you're so upset about how I'm freaking you out and getting all pissy at me about it, and now you're asking for the tape back, dude, come on.
It's just I don't know, even if you're messing with me, it's still something that feels like there's a connection to him. Even if I don't know, am I supposed to see him on the tape or see where he is or where he went? I don't know, but I got a good feeling about what's up with your housemates.
What are you talking about?
They're just lying on the floor there. And you turn around and Parker and Michael are just like, looks like they just fell asleep, had a little nap on the living room floor.
What the fuck? Just go down,
Yeah.
start trying to shake the closest one. You guys trying to shake Michael like, hey, what?
Yeah,
What are
they
you doing?
wake right up.
Oh
Parker.
man. Oh,
Hey guys.
What
Ah,
happened? What happened? Did
Are
Bill
we-
do
Like,
this?
you're pretty sure they weren't there when you came in.
are we at the house? What?
Yeah, you're at the house. Oh my god, what happened? Who did this?
Who's this guy?
Don't
yeah.
worry. Don't worry
Who
about
are
it.
you?
Don't worry about it.
What do you mean? I'm Andy. I make websites.
Don't worry about it.
Bitchin'.
Forget.
Yeah.
And,
Wait.
Andy,
Holy shit! Are you Deep Lake Sucks?
Oh, it depends on
Oh.
what you're gonna
Which
say
one is he
after.
pointing
it-
at?
Which
guys.
he's just pointing in that general direction.
guys, what happened to you? What happened? Who did this?
Ah, I guess the big man.
In a save you kind of way though.
Yeah,
Not
in
in like
like
not in a
a-
nefarious way.
Michael, you're still holding a card.
Yeah, and then he like starts. He's like, he waves it for everybody to see.
I go down to just to try to snatch that. Just be like, what is that? What does it say?
It looks like a very old tarot card. It is the Magician.
He gave this to us and said that we were ready. He was in like a really good mood.
Ready for what?
Yeah, ready for what?
Andy, not now.
What's his name again? Andy? Yeah, Andy.
Andy,
I wish
yeah.
I wish I could tell you.
Yeah, this is like a roommate conversation.
What the?
Oh yeah, yeah,
This
cool.
is
I'll-
a house
I'll-
meeting.
I'll be quiet. Sorry.
Yeah, no. Again, I'm sorry I wasted your time. Please go home now.
Yeah, sure. If you guys ever need a website built, she knows where to find me.
Great. Hi.
Cool. Yeah, I'll
Reach
I'll
out.
talk to you later.
I've got some ideas.
Look,
All right, great. I'll see you later.
what is this thing? Do any of you guys read tarot?
No. But
Yeah,
it's okay,
Michael
the
will
big-
look at Parker like, really? You don't? You don't
And
do anything
Parker's
like
like, I mean, it looks fine. It's not a Yu-Gi-Oh card. That's the only magician card I know.
that? It's not the Dark Magician. It is
No.
just Magician. So,
Just
and
magician.
like I said, he was it was he was like confident in us the way he was talking.
Yeah, he said
wasn't
you're
like a
gonna be
negative.
okay. Is what he said.
Of course he did. Let me guess. He told us, I mean, he told you that you were gonna that we're gonna save the day and do all his, do his job for him, but didn't tell you what you had to do and just told you, just sent you away and told you to leave, right? Right?
I mean, to be fair, he didn't send us, I mean, we woke up here. So we didn't really get to finish the conversation.
Hmm.
Also, we went to the Chromatic Desert, we're pretty sure, under the mall. It's under the mall.
Wow, okay. Um
How's your day been? You met Andy?
but
Yeah, he seems cool. It was kind of weird hearing my username though. Did you like
yeah.
tell somebody that?
I
Like, how did he
didn't
know that?
tell Andy anything. My day was fine.
He'll kind of scramble off the ground and like try to.
Yeah,
Hug her.
group hug. Group
Uh,
hug
It's all
time.
right. It's all right.
Yeah.
He seems nice.
What? No, I don't care about Andy. Nothing happened with Andy. And I just wasted a bit of his time and he got mad at me. That's all. Bill's back. He just came back to apparently just to tell me he was back so that I wouldn't get surprised if I saw him at the Pancake Cave or something. And
Oh, so like
I
are you just like done with the sheriff thing then?
no, he didn't want to take his badge back, and I don't think he wanted to take me back either. So we're just here, and the big man believes in us. Yay, life.
I mean,
hate this fucking town.
yeah.
You still have that videotape to watch if you want to, that you
Yeah,
took,
that's
or the
that was,
video.
That was where I was heading when the discussion stopped. So I had an idea. I
Sure.
recreated an Odyssey tape. Now, before you say anything, I'm telling you,
That sounds like the worst idea when you say it out loud like that.
we didn't. I looked. I checked it out after we recorded it. Parker and I recorded it. It didn't seem like anything, but just to be positive, I wanted to watch on like our base. You know what I mean, at home. So if nobody objects, I'm just gonna pop this in. It's probably just Parker talking to nothing. That's kind of what it was.
Hey, what's the worst that could happen? I've got nothing to lose.
Cool. And yeah, you pop the tape in. It is exactly as Michael described it. Parker fake interviewing nobody. And yeah, it looks pretty much exactly like you expect it to. Parker's fine. The other space is fine. And you're about to turn it off again when you notice that the people who are like walking in and out of the mall and every once in a while like giving you a look, instead of faces, they have these black, they look like wooden masks covering their faces.
Yeah, I think once he pauses it, he'll like look at Parker. He's like, look in the background.
Yeah, and Parker's gonna do that thing that they always do and like really lean into the TV.
So you
See,
got
now-
a bunch of weird people in your at the mall. So what?
See, yeah, normally this would just be a normal day in Deep Lake Mall. But when we were recording this, there was nobody around wearing masks in real time. Because we had to talk to a bunch of people because they kept looking at us like really funny when they were walking by.
All right. So
This means something.
Great. I think that is a good place to leave this episode. This means something.
I'm telling you, there's something here.
Y'all got a mess of clues now. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You got 11 clues. You'll be rolling with a +5 if you use them all. Good time. We'll pick up there next time, I guess. Or you can pick and choose your favorite ones, I guess. So yeah, let's go ahead and do stars and wishes then. Start with Ellie.
oh, you caught me off guard because we're not
Haha.
doing character keeper order. Wow.
Aha, I don't have to go first this time.
All right.
Just
Hi.
I'm just going in Zoom order.
All right. Uh, I love that whole little bit at the at channel 3. Um, Michael forgetting his fake name. I mean, I know that Billy forgot Michael's fake name, but still, it's on brand. I love it. The interactions with Herbert were just, again, delightfully just delightfully on brand. Parker ordering a coffee, black with 2 creamers. Unless creamers means something different in the States, you just ordered a black.
I don't know how to order coffee.
You
I
just
don't
ordered
drink
black coffee with milk in it,
Mhm.
with cream in it, which is such a very Parker thing to do. The whole scene at the business rectangle,
Business rectangle.
business rectangle, that was lots of fun. Obviously was a surprise to have Bill show back up. I was frankly not expecting that. It wasn't the best surprise for my poor little gremlin child, but it was still very fun to play out. And yeah, chromatic, love the chromatic desert door and what that entailed. And then yeah, for next time, let's save Deep Lake, do some good in the world. And also I would like to either have an epilogue episode or devote an hour or whatever to it if we finish early, because epilogues for long campaigns are fun.
Thank you. Rue.
Cool. This was a bunch of fun, as always. For Mark, I really liked Andy. Just his awkwardness of I haven't talked to someone in ages, like a real human being, like not even the weird stuff, just what do I do when there's a person nearby? I thought that was charming. I also
those are
did,
those ad guys. That's how they all are, I swear.
I loved Herbie, just his real monotone. He was great to talk to. Also, yes, I do not order coffee. I don't know what coffee is apparently. Thanks also for letting me just go into the tunnels and surprise it's the
Yeah,
chromatic desert. That was fun.
surprised to me too.
For Ellie, I really liked your idea just to go to the advertising agency in general. That was really I guess creative. And then I also really liked your kind of honest, heartbreaking scene with Bill of why are you doing this? I like that tiny bit of closure because you finally got to talk to him. And then I also like how you interacted with Andy, especially in the Playa Morado house. For Billy, I like that you just showed up eating a donut. I thought that was just I can totally imagine people doing that. I just like those little moments. I also liked your idea to recreate an Odyssey tape.
Yeah.
And then yeah, just you talking with the big man and us playing off waking up in the house was really fun. Yeah, and then wishes. I would like to try to use all these clues and just get a banger roll. I guess we'll see. And then yeah, I didn't think about doing an epilogue, but that sounds really fun. So I'd like to add my vote behind that as well. Yeah.
Thank you. And Billy.
Yeah, I had a whole lot of fun as always. I really liked for Ellie the whole no, I am not going anywhere near channel 3 again, and having something else that you could do instead of just being I don't know, you know what I mean? And it ended up being something cool. So that's, I guess, a star for Ellie and Mark, because it really twisted into something great.
Something I had to learn as a player was that if you're going to say no and take yourself out of a scene, don't do that unless you have somewhere else to go.
Yeah.
and still be part of the game.
Yeah, you're always so good at that. Like if Erica has a reason not to be somewhere, Erica has a reason to be somewhere else, and that is a learned skill. That is it's very hard to kind of wrangle. And Rue, it was really cool that Michael and Parker were kind of stuck together again. That was a whole lot of fun, and letting your new move, you used your new move really well, and it's always cool to see somebody kind of embrace a new move. And with Mark, yeah, it was just all the NPCs were great. It was cool because we got a lot of like, oh yeah, this happened in episode 10 or something like that. And it was really consistent, and it was super nice. So yeah, and my wish, I suppose an epilogue would be nice. Most of the time, whenever I'm a player and an epilogue happens, it's about how my character's family remembers them because they're dead. So, I play a lot of trophy stuff. So, yeah, I'm pretty interested to see. I mean, that doesn't mean Michael won't die, but who's to say? Yeah.
Well, if you're in the chromatic desert, no one's going to remember you anyway. So
Exactly. I just got to mess up one more roll. Shouldn't be too hard.
Cool. Yeah. This was super fun. Had no idea what we were doing going into it. And y'all brought it into some really fun places. It made up a bunch of characters on the fly that felt like they fit in. And like, yeah, discovering that sideways backstory of Channel 3, like, oh wow, this is cool. Okay, this is happening. Yeah, both investigations were super fun. The stuff with Andy felt really great, even though like mechanically didn't go that many places, but it was, it's like a season 4 or 5 X-Files episode where they just run into just like a normal fucking person, and they're like, what do you hear how crazy you sound? So that was a really fun kind of like foil to play. Just like, here's a normal person and you are like talking about stuff that has become normal to you at this point, and he's like, hey, this one in particular is just excited as all hell to get it. And we got to like see kind of, not necessarily like another, like what would have happened theoretically to another group of latchkeys, maybe. Like, oh no, like this isn't just stuff that happens to David, like this has happened before. So it's like it's not a like, oh yeah, David just fucked up. It's a, oh, this is an existential threat to other people as well. So that was a really great opportunity to kind of pull the weirdness out of like the very tight circle we've had it in, and be like, oh yeah, like the threat is actually real because it's going to affect people outside of Deep Lake even, probably. And that, I think that just raises the stakes of we're going to save the world a bit more. So that was really fun. Thanks for kind of playing along with that and like just handling Andy. Yeah, and then the stuff at Channel 3 was super fun. Yeah, under new management. I wish there was like a season 2, because I'm really interested in what West Communications is doing with with all these other stations. So that's cool. Yeah, and the decision to go into the tunnels and just see what's there, we found out. Again, like pushed open a lot of cool things, and the recreating the Odyssey tape, terrible idea, but it was super cool also. So yeah, really love that. I feel like next one might be our last episode, depending on how things go. So yeah, we'll try to do, the wishes I have are save Deep Lake and do epilogues, and I think we can do that probably. Or you can just not and just keep playing forever. Eventually that'll work out poorly. So yeah, that's all I've got. Anything else we want to say before we sign off? Okay, bye internet. We'll see you next time.